Lawmakers are going to bat to get federal help for cannabis businesses. California offers some aid of its own. And predictably, Texas takes a more conservative approach with CBD retailers. It's Friday, April 24th, and this is your TRICHOMES Morning Buzz.
Broadcasting live from the TRICHOMES.com studios in Southern California. It's time for your Morning Buzz. We bring you late-breaking news that keeps you up to date with what's happening in the cannabis industry.
Lawmakers introduced a House bill to extend relief efforts to cannabis businesses. According to Cannabis Business Times, U.S. Representatives Earl Blumenauer and Ed Perlmutter introduced legislation on April 23rd that would extend federal COVID-19 relief efforts to the cannabis industry. The Emergency Cannabis Small Business Health and Safety Act would grant state legal cannabis businesses access to the resources offered through federal COVID-19 emergency response packages and would prohibit additional federal relief funding provided through the Small Business Administration from excluding both cannabis businesses and businesses that provide services to the industry. The cannabis industry employs nearly 250,000 Americans and has been deemed essential in state after state, yet many businesses will not survive the pandemic without help, said National Cannabis Industry Association Executive Director Aaron Smith in a public statement. They already face disproportionate financial burdens during normal conditions, and the strains created by the coronavirus response are putting them at an even greater disadvantage and jeopardizing their ability to provide vital healthcare services. We are incredibly grateful for the dozens of lawmakers who are urging their colleagues to give cannabis businesses fair access to federal relief funds in these difficult times, he went on to say. These requests demonstrate a growing desire to normalize the cannabis industry at the federal level. At the state level, cannabis businesses are already an established part of society and widely deemed essential services that can contribute to operate during the pandemic.
Speaking of financial relief, California has offered cannabis firms tax-related relief to help survive the pandemic. MJ Biz Daily reports, California's struggling cannabis industry, beset with high compliance costs and taxation, is in line to benefit from new state guidelines enacted to help businesses survive the global coronavirus pandemic. The assistance, a mix of extensions, relief, and deferrals, is a lifeline that can allow many cannabis companies to maintain operations and meet payroll, according to industry officials. They also hope this support ultimately leads to more substantial regulatory changes, particularly the lowering or suspension of certain taxes. As the world's largest cannabis market, California entered 2020 on precarious footing, overburdened with compliance issues, steep tax rates, high real estate costs, massive devaluations, and fierce competition from illicit growers and sellers. Mass consolidation was expected this year, but the coronavirus pandemic, according to officials, will likely cause irrevocable changes to California's legal marketplace, which was established only 2 years ago. 2020 is really going to be a cleansing of the industry and bring in more viable companies, said George Sadler, president of San Diego-based Platinum, a cannabis products manufacturer and distributor.
Meanwhile, Texas deems CBD-only retail stores non-essential during the pandemic. Hemp Industry Daily reports, non-essential is the ruling from the Texas Department of Emergency Management, the agency that arbitrates which businesses are subject to the state's stay-at-home order. CBD retailers were among the 3,000 or so businesses asking to stay open, the San Antonio Express News reports. The Texas chapter of the Hemp Industries Association requested that hemp and CBD retailers be declared as essential businesses alongside grocery stores and cannabis dispensaries. Texas Governor Greg Abbott ordered non-essential businesses to close March 31st. The order does not apply, however, to farms, which were deemed critical by the federal government.
And that was today's Morning Buzz. Have a response to any of the stories on today's show? Share your comments when you join the conversation with the cannabis community at trichomes.com. Our beta is now open, so be sure to sign up. It's free.
And be sure to keep up with us on all social media platforms. And you can also subscribe to our podcast and the Trichomes YouTube channel for daily content. My name is David Fortin.
And my name is Allison Ben-Yehuda. Take care and stay safe.